Chaos doesn't knock, it kicks the door in. Broken plans, brutal losses, life hitting you where it hurts. Nietzsche didn't flinch. He grabbed chaos by the throat and made it his. His philosophy, brutal, raw, and not for the faint of heart. It's here to smack you across the face and demand, what the fuck will you become? Friedrich Nietzsche, the man, the myth, the moustache. His life was pure struggle. Migraines, constant stomach pain, loneliness and heartbreak. Most would have called it a tragedy. Nietzsche called it transformation. He walked away from everything. Friends, career, comfort, and became a wanderer. Alone in agony, he wrote the ideas that would terrify his generation and inspire the next. And here's why you should care. Nietzsche didn't just describe life's chaos, he taught how to face it. Why pain is the crucible where power is forged. Why strength isn't just an option, it's survival. And why the weak don't just fail, they're erased. Hey, rockers! Let's dive now into the madness where strength is built, power is claimed, and weakness has no place. Are you ready to rock? Let's rock that wisdom! Picture this. Nietzsche was practically blind, racked by migraines so brutal it felt like his skull was being cracked open with a crowbar, stabbed by constant stomach pain that felt like being stabbed from the inside out. His friends vanished. His nights sleepless, haunted by relentless nausea. His sanity questionable at best. He teetered on the edge, isolated and abandoned. And it wasn't just physical suffering. He also endured one of the sharpest pains of all, heartbreak. He fell in love with Lou Salome, a brilliant and fiercely independent woman. He didn't just propose once, he proposed twice. Both times, she turned him down. And if that wasn't bad enough, she ditched him to travel with another admirer, leaving Nietzsche not just heartbroken, but humiliated. Here's the line you've heard a million times. You've seen it slapped on mugs and gym posters, but now you can feel where it comes from. You see how for Nietzsche, it wasn't a slogan. It was a war cry.
That which does not kill us makes us stronger.
But here's the thing. Pain on its own doesn't make you stronger. Strength isn't handed to you, it's earned. Next time life kicks you in the teeth, picture this. A ladder lined with razor blades. You can climb it, bleeding, scarred and stronger. Or stay where you are and let it shred you to pieces. But how the hell do you climb a razor-lined ladder? Let's keep going. Nietzsche's masterpiece, The Will to Power. Why power? No, Nietzsche wasn't talking about running the world or stomping on everyone in your path. This isn't some tyrant's playbook. For Nietzsche, power was about one thing: overcoming. It's the force that drives you to push through chaos, to crush your doubts, and to turn every struggle into strength.
The will to power can manifest itself only against resistances. It seeks that which resists it.
Resistance isn't just some obstacle in your way. It's the fuel. Think about it. Without resistance, without a fight, what the hell do you become? Comfort turns into decay. Nietzsche didn't confront resistance for fun. He faced it because that's where strength is born. Power doesn't grow in safety. It grows when you fight like hell for it. The will to power is about domination. The alternative, weakness. And Nietzsche didn't have time for pussies. Every time his body broke down, every time life threw him to the floor, his will to power dragged him back up, bloodied but unbroken. He didn't just endure, he fought, created and left behind a legacy strong enough to outlast him. And guess what? That same will to power is in you, whether you use it or not. Conquering your fears, that's power. Burning your excuses to the ground, that's power. Dragging yourself out of the comfort zone that's keeping you soft and weak, hell yeah, that's power. The will to power isn't self-help bullshit. It's the raw force of life itself. Forget destiny. Forget divine plans. Nietzsche said life isn't a grand design. It's a battlefield, and the strongest will carve their own path. All right, so you've bled, and you've fought. Good. But Nietzsche wouldn't let you kick back and relax. No, no, no. His next challenge: evolve. Here's one of Nietzsche's boldest ideas: the Übermensch. Forget Overman, Superman, or whatever bullshit translations you've heard. This is bigger. The Übermensch isn't about chasing success. It's about creating yourself, burning down who you are now to forge who you could become. The Übermensch doesn't wait for meaning. It makes it. It doesn't cling to old values. It creates new ones. To get there, you have to tear apart the rules you didn't choose, the beliefs you didn't question, and the limits you let others put on you. It's not just about rejecting what's holding you back. It's about replacing it with something stronger. Something yours.
Man is something that shall be overcome.
So here's the real challenge. What do you need to destroy to become who you're meant to be? What rules, routines, or fears are keeping you small? The Übermensch doesn't settle for comfort or half measures. It breaks, it builds, and it rises. Because anything less isn't living. It's wasting space. So, you've started burning the old rules and building yourself. Awesome. But here's the thing, it doesn't stop. Nietzsche would ask now, could you live with it forever? What if your life, every choice, every mistake, every regret, every fucking Monday was played on repeat forever? Sounds like Groundhog Day? Nah, not even close. This isn't about charming your way out of the loop or learning life's a lesson. This is eternal recurrence, it asks. Can you face the brutal truth of living your life exactly as it is forever? No rewinds, no edits, just you, stuck in an endless loop, living the same moments over and over again with no way out. Let's be real. Nietzsche's life was a wreck, and he owned every shattered piece of it. He quit his cushy academic job because the thought of spending eternity grading essays made him want to vomit. He cut ties with his best friend, Richard Wagner, not just because Wagner was drowning in nationalism, but because Nietzsche had a thing for Wagner's wife, Cosima. And then there's religion. Society clung to it like a drunk clings to the bar. Nietzsche didn't just let it go. He set it on fire and danced in the ashes. Every move he made, breaking with Wagner, quitting his career, flipping off tradition, wasn't about fixing his life. It was about owning it. No second chances. No regrets. Did it make him happy? Hell no. He was broke, abandoned, and drowning in pain. But Nietzsche didn't give a single damn about happiness. Eternal recurrence doesn't care if life's cozy. It asks if it's worth living, scars and all.
This life as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more.
So if you had to live your life, this exact one, forever, would you? If that thought makes you want to claw your own face off, Nietzsche would say,
then why the fuck are you still living like this?
Eternal recurrence was brutal. Yeah, but Nietzsche wasn't done. Next he goes for the kill. Morality, meaning, and even God himself. Grab a beer. Ah, the infamous line.
God is dead, God remains dead, and we have killed him.
Think God is dead sounds like some edgy teenager's rebellion. Wrong. Nietzsche wasn't celebrating. He was ringing the damn alarm. This wasn't a party. It was a funeral, and humanity was the killer. Nietzsche's point was brutal. Without God, the old values, the ones that told us how to live, what's right and wrong, what to aim for, they crumble. And that leaves a void. No guidebook, no cosmic babysitter, no safety net. Just the terrifying freedom of figuring it out yourself. And don't get this twisted. Nietzsche didn't think religion was all bad. He grew up with it. His father was a Lutheran pastor. Hell, Nietzsche himself even studied theology before deciding he wasn't about that life. Religion served its purpose, sure, but Nietzsche believed humanity had outgrown it. It was like training wheels, helpful ones, but now just holding us back. So what happens when you take the training wheels off? You wobble, you crash. You freak the hell out because suddenly everything's up to you. That's the death of God. Not just the end of belief, but the end of certainty. And here's the huge twist. God didn't just die. We fucking murdered him. Science took a knife to miracles. Rationality dismantled faith. Progress bulldozed tradition. Bit by bit, we killed the very thing holding it all together. And now, we're left standing in the wreckage pretending we don't know who did it. So what the fuck are you going to do now that you've pulled the rug out from under yourself? Nietzsche's answer? Create. Eternal recurrence was personal. It dared you to own your life exactly as it is. But the death of God, that's bigger. That's about the world. The old values are dead, blown to bits, and no one's coming to sweep up the mess. Religion, morality, tradition, toast. Now it's on you to build something new, not just for yourself, but for a world that's free-falling with no parachute. Nietzsche didn't write for the faint-hearted. His philosophy wasn't a warm hug or a feel-good slogan. It was a live wire, slapped into your hands. Life doesn't come with guarantees, safety nets, or divine cheat codes. Pain, own it. Struggle, face it. Meaning, create it. Nietzsche wasn't here to tell you how to live. He was here to force you to decide for yourself. His challenge is simple and brutal. Be strong or be nothing. Now go grab that chaos by the throat and make it regret coming for you.